Hey everybody, Andrew Reynolds here with FindYourFuels.com, hopefully providing you with another helpful video. These videos are not here to sell you anything, these videos are here to help, just like us. And one of the questions that we help out the most with is a very honest one. It's one I've had to ask myself multiple times throughout my career. Am I sunk without college? Will my lack of education or specific education be a barrier in between what I want to get into? Can I really turn my passion into profit without this thing? Now, it's a very daunting task because we see it on job applications as far as what people are asking us for. We speak with people who have had degrees, and it feels like there's this barrier that unless you've actually done this thing, you're just stuck. But I found by actually breaking college down into three simple ideas that what college gives you as a product is something that you can give yourself. All of the fear, all of the hesitation began to wash away, and a clear-eyed vision of the work I had in front of me in order to overcome that obstacle became clear. So, what are those three things? Well, college as a product. Let's take the word college off of it. Let's think of it as a product. What are the three main benefits? The first one I say is association. And not just the people that you pass in the hallway, this horde of people who are looking to better themselves, but the specific people in your classes. Whether they're in your industry, they're probably within the universe around your industry. And you're building a relationship with them, not just by sitting in the same classroom, but going through the same assignments, being a part of shared projects. You're building relationship within people within the universe of your field. So that association is a product of college, but of course, thinking about it as pure and simple association, you can do that yourself. Whether it's through volunteering or professional organizations, if you know your field and where those people go, find yourself in it. And especially if there's something that you can do together, do it. Build that relationship with them. And that leads to the second thing that college gives you as a product. We talked about association. Now it's accreditation. Now that you're around these people, what are you doing on a consistent basis and doing it often enough where someone's watching? Because that's the purpose of the teacher. That's what they're there to do, to watch what you're doing and to grade it, to give it a score. Now, thinking of it in those simple terms, we see that we can do that ourselves without college. But the trick is, especially if you're a small business person or a early stage professional, you might be serving a lot of different people with a very similar service. You might not have enough time to go around where you're doing it consistently in front of the same people. So you just need to be a little bit more strategic, not to say, how do I help these 1,000 people, but how do I help maybe 6 or 10 people again and again and again, so that the likelihood of having someone who's seen me do what I do regularly, that can actually help me. Because no matter how good you are, anyone can win every once in a while. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. So if you're not getting around people 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, don't expect them to speak on your behalf, and that's going to be a handicap, one that you can overcome hopefully a little better now, being able to see it through simpler eyes. And the third thing, if you've got that association and you've been around those people long enough to build that accreditation, hopefully the third thing comes around, which is recommendation. Now, the college or university will put their name on a little piece of paper called a degree that will say your recommendation, basically. They're saying, we as a university, we as a college hereby certify that for the bachelor's degree of applied sciences, Andrew knows his stuff. He's done everything we've asked him to do. He's passed it with flying colors. Here's his grades. Here's everything you want. We were willing to put our reputation on the line to say he is a graduate. Not obviously, I'm just talking in terms here. But basically, it's just recommendation. And if you know your field and you start to build an association of people within your field, and you start to see who are the key players, that if they say, you know what, I know they haven't gone through college, but every time I'm around this person, they're bright, they're on the ball, and every time I give them an opportunity, they just hit it out of the park. That's a recommendation. And that's very powerful. Sometimes, don't tell them I told you this, but sometimes even more powerful than the degree. So if you can remember those three things. Now, college is a fantastic product. I'm not here to knock it. It's very efficient. If you have the opportunity to do that and you know what field you're going into, why not? To do this outside of college takes a lot of work, but hopefully with these three simple steps of building association, building a history through accreditation, and looking for opportunities to get that recommendation, you can turn your passion into profit and get one step closer to your dreams. So hopefully this has been of help. If this has answered your question, great. If this has made you ask a whole other bunch of questions, please leave them in the comments below, or just get a hold of us at findyourfuels.com and let us know. Once again, these videos are not here to sell you anything. These videos are here to give you something. So I hope that's been a help, and we'll see you soon.